Welcome back, everyone, to the You Like That podcast again. Another episode coming at you. My name is Adam, one half of this podcast.
My name's Jack. I'm the other half of the You Like That podcast.
That's right.
But today, we're more than half.
There's no halves,
There's a
we're
different
thirds.
Fraction.
It's very easy to see if you are watching this on YouTube, but if you're an audio listener right now before everyone else, you don't know there's someone else here in between us right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Lee Wannell's here.
Oh, fuck. Lee, how you going, buddy?
You look different than I guess Saul was
I'm a
while
man.
ago. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're just joking. We've actually just got my beautiful fiance, Brooke, here.
Hi.
Her first time doing anything sort of video recorded, audio recorded, and...
That you know of.
That I know of.
That can be released.
That Jack might know of. That's for a different website that we'll talk about later. But anyway, we're here because we have just gone back to the cinemas for the first time.
We've been outside legally into a cinema for the first time since Bloodshot.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, like, Jess said to me this morning, she was like, how could you top Bloodshot? Like, even after all of this going back, you can't top Bloodshot. It was just such a dog shit.
Great episode. Go back and watch that one. You're missing out if you haven't seen it. So yeah, back at the cinemas again for the first time. How did it feel for you guys going back? After so long, so many months of not being in a cinema experience.
It was pretty fucking weird. Like, I was like, you know, I'm just going, I do this all the time.
Yeah.
But it was like, fuck, it's been a long time since we've done this.
Yes.
3.5 months or something.
Strange experience. So props to Event Cinemas in Shell Harbour with their
Shout out.
containment of doing what they can to make sure that people
I
don't
did a
come in
little
here
job
sick.
interview as you walk in.
Basically,
Where
before
have
you
you
enter,
been?
hold on, need to ask you a couple questions.
Who have you touched?
Yeah.
I raced in because I had to do a poo. And I fucking screamed past him. He was like, oh, sir. And he like followed me almost into the toilet. I was just like, brother, bad timing.
Yeah.
You did, before we start, this might be the whole episode. You did the biggest fuckhead thing. And I'm gonna say that it's because we haven't been in the movies in a while. When you go to the movies, right, you're single file, right? In a group.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, like I'm insane. But you're single file, right? And then you turn in the aisle, you sat in the first seat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. You move
Yeah.
along. That's like...
He's
I thought that was
selfish.
unspoken, but he just sat right on the edge.
Look, that was my ticket number. And it said, please stick to the seat that you've been assigned to. I was assigned to E15. I'm going to sit in E15.
Yeah, but then you like, we gotta like walk over you
I
and go,
forgot
oh,
the
sorry,
etiquette.
sorry.
Look, I've forgotten the etiquette. It's been a couple months
Yeah,
now.
that's why I'm not gonna roast you too hard.
Thank you.
But for
I
next time,
acknowledge the dick move that I had made.
If
I
anyone knows
apologise for it.
Adam, he's very selfish. But we love you.
And that is why I do
But you
not
didn't
want
even
kids.
come sit near us. You like sat on the
yeah,
other
because I
side.
like sitting in the aisle.
Yeah, Jack just went full critic mode and just sat on the very side by himself in that very, I'm just going to sit here and...
And then another
No one talk.
downfall of going to the cinema is we saw the Tenet trailer. I've been avoiding that like the plague because this is the first time I've been like since like Spider-Man 2 I've been so fucking excited about a movie, and I just wanted to go in without seeing anything. The trailer shows you absolutely everything.
It shows quite a
and
fucking
like
bit.
I'm in the cinema and I can't get. I was like, do I want to be the weirdo who like blocks his eyes and
Yeah.
blocks his ears and stuff? And I was just like, I guess I'll just watch it. And Tenet looks fantastic. I hope we get it.
Yeah, it
soon.
looks so fucked.
I hope it comes out this year.
Yeah.
I thought it was Batman. Because I was like, oh, the new Batman.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
Robert
wait, no, it's
Pattinson's-
not.
He looks good.
Yeah, it
Looks
looks
good.
fucking whack and crazy, and it's going to be a great episode. One other trailer I want to touch on is the Russell Crowe Unhinged trailer.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. Hey.
Are
It
you...
really does.
Wait, are you being sarcastic? Or...
No, I think it looks actually.
I had the same
pretty
idea.
Fun. Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was just like, okay, it's stupid, but it looks
it's
kind of cool.
just kind of like like
you
falling
kidding
down
me?
like a man on the edge. It looks
No.
fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the first time I showed her that trailer before, like today,
I'm
she was
gonna
just
leave.
like, no, that's stupid. He's got road rage with a dick.
There's a movie that's kind of like that. There's a truck that's following this little car the whole movie, and he's like trying to like get on him. It reminds me of that movie, but I can't think of
I
it.
think it was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. Yeah, no, that was great. Russell Crowe's put on like 300 kilos. Like, he looks terrifying, man.
Yeah, COVID worked out well for him. He's like, oh, I can put on the COVID weight and do a movie.
Nah, not
I reckon.
a fan.
Yeah, I reckon that wasn't even part of the movie. You just auditioned. And they were like, "You doing all right, Russ? Yeah, you look a little big around your britches there, mate."
I just
You know?
want to be.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, I did it for the role. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
made a lot of
committed.
Lamingtons.
I knew as soon as I was coming in here, I was getting this role. It's fine.
No.
Oh, roll, like a job? I thought it was a roll, like a sandwich.
Oh, fuck.
That would have worked on paper. That would have been
Yeah.
a great Twitter joke.
Fuck, we're terrible.
I'm taking that to Twitter.
Okay, so we're here today.
Anyway, we went and saw a movie.
We went and saw a movie.
That's why we're here.
This is our first new release movie back
the
in
Yellow
cinemas. We went and saw The King of Staten Island, Pete Davidson focused movie, appearances from Bill Burr, Steve Buscemi, Marissa Tomei.
It is
And
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
so
I was
fooling.
wondering.
It's so fooling because I'm
Still
used
beautiful.
to the Aunt May Spider-Man Homecoming
Yeah.
Aunt May, and I'm just like, she's still hot.
She hasn't
She is
aged.
still very hot.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow film. It's a somewhat semi-biopic of Pete Davidson's life, in
Yeah.
a sense. You probably won't know because you
Don't know anything about
don't know
it.
about him.
Oh, well, that's why I'm here, darling.
That's why Brooke's here.
That's
She's
why
a
I'm
bit of a-
here.
Brooke's
bit of a
Pete
fangirl.
Davidson. She's
I
the
think
the whiz.
I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
I barely know anything about Judd Apatow. I was driving over and I was just like, surely I've seen heaps of his movies, but
Oh,
I think
hell
I've
yeah.
only seen Knocked Up. I think that's
Oh,
the only
really?
Judd Apatow movie I've seen.
Yeah, I suppose
Did
it's
he
more-
do This Is the End? Or was that just
No, I
he's just
think
like-
that was...
Well-
company?
While he does that, he does one of my favourite movies, Trainwreck, which is a touchy subject for this one because it's got Amy Schumer in it.
the
But
worst
also has
person
Bill
in the
Hader.
world.
And Bill Hader is absolutely amazing in it. It makes you fall in love with him even more. And it's
As if you could.
fucking funny.
God, he's a dreamboat.
He is. He's fucking
We should
hot.
do a Bill Hader episode where we just
Oh, just
slobber.
fuck.
So he was 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Directed, wrote, and
I
produced
should know
that. Knocked Up.
Fuck's sake. Seen that.
He wrote You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh, you don't want to put that in your credit.
Fuck, he is my favourite movie of all time.
I like that one.
Christ.
He produced Pineapple Express and did the story for...
Yeah, because his
it.
name's always attached to stuff
Yeah.
in that little family.
Yeah, he did all the Funny People.
Yeah.
This
which
is
I love.
40, Trainwreck.
Nope.
And then this, and then he was just like producer on heaps of other ones. So
Yeah.
like Cable Guy, Anchorman, Superbad, Forgetting
Yeah.
Sarah Marshall, Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
so
much
he's
all the
like
movies
he's
that I
super
like.
in that world.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, definitely more in the production role of it all. And then stepped up to do this one for Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Which, as I said, is a somewhat biopic of his life. It's his dad was a fireman, lost him when he was young. That's real in his life.
he's not 24, is he?
Mm,
He looks.
he's Adam's age. Yeah. Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm older than him.
It's just
Yeah.
because he looks like a
Jesus.
crackhead.
Yeah, he
It's not
really
his
does.
fault.
But he has this
He
weird-
literally has Crohn's.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's got this weird sense of women just find him attractive. The dude was fucking Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done
Good on
amazing,
him.
so-
I know, but how?
Because she likes funny. She idolizes Jim Carrey.
So why?
But there's a big difference between Jim Carrey and Pete Davidson.
Yeah, but funny is hot.
But funny is also subjective, and Pete Davidson, I have a weird relationship with him because like his stand-up is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like,
It was not good.
he should never step foot on a stage again. But SNL, he's like doing characters,
Yeah.
which are mostly just him, but like, you know, he amplifies some aspect
Yeah.
of it. He's really fucking good at that, and he's probably a great writer because they all are. But yeah, stand-up is not his bag, baby.
Look, all I'm going to say is the last one on Netflix, I was so excited for. I know you were like, Brooke, look. We watched it and it was...
It's like 21 minutes long. It's just sort of him
It's
working
bad.
out. Yeah, it's sort of him working out material, but
But SMD, which is when he was quite young,
Yeah, one of his early ones actually is pretty decent.
is like it is literally funny from start to finish. I recommend SMD. It's on Spotify. You can listen to it in the car. We never skip it when it comes on in the car like randomly. It is fucking hilarious.
That one's like proper stoner humour.
yeah,
It is really funny.
See, I hate that.
I know you're against it all, but
It's really funny.
I love it because I like that.
But yeah, I've never touched drugs.
So yeah, this King of Staten Island is basically just it's a more dramatic movie than it is a comedy.
Yeah, it's
Which is
Yeah,
sort of
that
penned
was
as.
surprising for me.
And
pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy moments. So the main plotline to it, if anyone doesn't know about it, is just basically Pete Davidson character still lives with his mum at home. His sister's graduating high school, moving on to college, and then it's a whole debacle of his mum going out, finding love again, falling in love with Bill Burr's character.
Legend.
And then it's just sort of like a getting back into he's more of a deadbeat shithead that just smokes weed all the time and has nothing going for him. And it's just finding who he is as a person and trying to actually make something of himself more or less and try to prove to everyone that he's not just a dead shit. And it's all like, building up father figures again and, all this other dramatic bullshit that I don't understand properly because I just like funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a very heavy emotional movie.
It's a very, very realistic depiction of depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact, like, he's, like, joking about it and sort of palming it off a bit while he still realises how detrimental it actually is.
Yeah.
And always just saying, like, no, I'm fine, you know, I'm doing stuff about it, making a joke about it.
Yeah.
That's what I built my personality on for 12 years, you know. That's very realistic, and it doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
Like, Judd Apatow, he's pretty famous for just pointing a camera and going, go, and it works. You know? Like, it just feels more realistic watching people just talk.
Yeah.
You know, like, it sounds boring as fuck, but you can tell he just pointed the camera and said, let's go.
Yeah, just do his...
Pete knows
do what
what
you want.
happened here because it's his life.
Mm.
He'll lead, and then all the actors just kind of follow his lead.
Yeah.
And it works.
And, yeah, pans out well. It's a long movie, though.
Yeah.
It goes for a while. And there's full spoilers, just straight away full spoilers, but it's like a real life story.
It's a drama movie.
It doesn't really
It
matter.
doesn't really matter.
You don't really get a resolution, sort of. You get the hints
Yeah.
that he's turning it around, and you see really subtle changes in his character,
Yeah.
that he is growing and stuff, but then it regresses a little bit, and he'll, like, do something stupid again, and then it, like, puts it back a little bit, and it's like, oh, it looks like he's doing something good. And then, yeah, it sort of just ends at the peak of when you think he's going to get it together. There's no, like, cheesy montage of him getting a job and doing stocks and, you know, there's none of
Which is
that,
good.
thankfully. Like, fuck, that would have made it such a bad movie.
Yeah.
I love this. I fucking love this movie. This is really, really good.
You really loved it.
I
Okay,
fully loved it.
I enjoyed it. At first I thought it was a bit too slow.
Yeah.
It took a while to get into it. But after the first act and then moving into the second and third, I was like, okay, you know, this is actually a pretty good movie.
And the fact that there is no, like, definitive end resolution, you can kind of forgive it for being a bit slow because it is just kind of like
I think it's
happening.
also more the fact that I was expecting more of a comedy opposed to an actual drama movie
it's marketed
coming into
Me
it.
too.
very fucking
Me too.
differently.
Because the trailer gives, you know, like there's going to be some emotion in the movie, but it portrays a lot more of the jokes than anything. And you're going, oh, fuck, this could just be like a comedy genius movie. And it's not. It's far from it.
Yeah.
It just has witty little jokes here and there to sort of keep it going.
They put Bill Burr, who is the best comedian of this generation, maybe even the last generation, like he's the funniest man on earth in an incredibly serious role. He doesn't tell one joke in the whole movie.
No, it's just
that's
him.
fucking funny.
Yeah. He was actually the turning point for me in this movie. So from the start there, when he comes up with his kid
Is the best bit.
and
I was
is
gonna say that.
blasting the mum, I'm just like, fuck, he fits
And
this
he's doing
so
the Bill
well.
Burr voice, like that's how he actually
He's the
sounds
proper
when he
yelling
yells.
Bill Burr voice, and you're like, you're just a dad. You are such a
he's
dad.
the best yeller in the business. He's
100%.
really good at yelling.
So yeah, Bill Burr is definitely one of my standout performances in the movie,
Agreed.
without a
great.
doubt. And so, how did you find the film as well, Brooke?
Well, it's funny because I thought the same thing that you did. Like when Bill Burr came in, I thought it was a turning point. It was just kind of like, it's like, oh, this is what this movie needed. But yeah, I did agree. It was a bit long. But I was expecting it to be more of a comedy because I love SNL. SNL has been one of my favourite shows since I was a kid. I grew up on Adam Sandler, you know, DVDs, or well, not even DVDs, but tape recordings of SNL. So I have that background of wanting to laugh, but I was actually kind of surprised.
There's not much to laugh at in this.
Yeah,
it's pretty
no.
like heads up, it's pretty bleak.
Yeah, like,
it's a grim movie.
it
man.
actually made me feel a little bit uncomfortable at times.
And it's meant to.
But
it's
Judd did his job. He got right up in the like up in Pete's face. He made me feel uncomfortable, and he made me feel like I was in Pete's shoes, even though I don't suffer from depression or anything like that, or you know, Crohn's or anything like that. But any of his problems, I felt like they were my problems because I felt like I was in Pete's shoes. But yeah, it was different to what I thought. I watched the trailer 20 times when it came out. I was so excited, but they made it look like it was more of a story about Pete's life, but in a funny way, not a more... but yeah,
it's more.
Yeah,
it's like
it.
a time capsule. It's just like a couple of weeks in his life,
yeah,
sort of, you know. And it's a really shit couple of weeks of his life because a lot goes wrong, a lot happens, but again, without the resolution. I'm just going to keep repeating that, I'm sorry, but it's just like, that's kind of the point of the movie, is there's no point. It's just a little snapshot of this thing, shows that he grows a little bit, but sort of doesn't.
Yeah.
And then you got Bill Burr's character, I've already forgotten his name, Ray. he does a little bit of growing, a little bit, like...
Does his own.
Because he ends up... It's about dads. It's a lot about dads and being a dad and having a dad and not having a dad. And he ends up, like, being a better dad to Pete, whatever his name is, Scott.
Yeah.
Fuck. We literally just watched it.
His character's name is Scott, who is also his real dad's name.
Yeah.
So it's
so he ends up being a better father to Scott, sort of, than his kids. Because you see him with his kids and he's really awkward and he doesn't know what to say to them. But, like, and then he goes to Scott. And because they're closer in age, I guess he's just like, he's a bit rougher on him.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what Scott needed to get his life together.
Maybe it is. Just needed a bit of fatherly loving.
Bit of Bill.
Bit of Bill Burr.
A bit of mustache in his life.
A bit of mustache. What a firm mustache that man's got in this movie.
The jokes about the mustache.
Like, when I watched the trailer, I was just like, oh, he's like... Because they really hammered the tattoo thing in. And I was just like, okay, so this movie's going to be... He doesn't want to be a fireman. I thought the whole thing was going to be about him being a fireman.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm nothing like my dead dad. Yes, I am. You know? Instead of...
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, no.
That also doesn't happen, yeah.
Just wants to be a tattooist.
Yeah, he just happens to end up in a fire station.
He wants to start a tattoo restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I think medically and legally, definitely a bad idea.
Medically and legally. If I could smash a chicken burger while getting like an 8-hour tattoo, I'd be alright with that.
That might work.
Like if they weighted the burger to my tattoo bench.
Yeah.
Whilst I was getting one.
And of course,
I'm alright with that, but again, health and safety.
I know, but hey,
you get a bit of mayo in an open wound, it's not going to go great.
I know they mistake the mayo for some from vape. Something to rub on you to make it easier. Oh, that's not right. Oh, but damn, you taste good though. God damn. Yeah, I don't know.
We just made more jokes than the entire movie makes in that.
Basically, yeah, very very not joke driven in that, but I guess once you watch it all through, it's just one big emotional story that father figures for young boys is a big thing. I think it also tackles the the job title of fireman, and that they do put a lot at risk when they do this job.
Yeah, like the families of the firemen.
Yeah, the implications that do come if something goes wrong, and the then raising of a child through his life can turn them into dead shits and drug addicts and whatnot.
And also, like, the name of the movie is The King of Staten Island. I thought it would be more about New York. And, like, it's just that's just where it's set.
Yeah.
Really. It's not like... They sort of make a few references to, hey, Staten Island is why we suck. Because this place sucks, the environment sucks.
Yeah.
But they don't really hammer that in. It's sort of all implied. Nothing is too heavy-handed.
Yeah, the title doesn't have much. There's not much to work on for the overall plot of the movie. It's not like him taking over any part of Staten or anything like that.
He doesn't really progress that much.
I think it's the opposite of what it means.
Sort of.
All of them is saying is that Staten Island's a piece of shit and that they want to change it and whatnot else. But yeah, there's not much else about being Staten Island in this movie.
He has a very realistic relationship with a girl as well. Sort of one-sided. She has ideas about what it is actually, and he just doesn't know what it is, so like he keeps fucking it up and doing the wrong thing. That's also pretty realistic. Like, you see that all the time. And like, she's great. She was really good.
Yeah, whoever she is.
Probably the first time I've seen her.
She's friends with Pete, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Like, that's an easy way to get a job.
Well,
be friends with someone.
Or Judd.
Surely, it's that whole...
Friends of friends is all it is.
His daughter's in the film, so Judd's daughter is his sister.
Okay.
Scott's sister in the film.
Right. Yeah.
And who's also in Knocked Up, and This Is 40. So she's grown up on television. Oh, okay. Because
I know he puts his wife in everything, but she's not in this.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
she's Paul Rudd's wife in Knocked Up.
Oh my god, is that his wife?
I mean, she also has a very illustrious acting career outside. He's not the reason she has a career, but she is in every Judd Apatow movie except this.
The blonde one.
I don't know. Paul Rudd's missus. I haven't seen Knocked Up for like 12 years.
It's the one from George of the Jungle. If that's
what?
what I'm thinking.
Really?
Of. Yeah, she's...
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Ursula.
Let's do a George of the Jungle episode.
Yeah, she's the one that's always in everything.
I actually learned something today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's...
I'm completely wrong.
This is like...
How good would that be?
This is basically almost like one of like our Sonic episode where there's not a lot to talk about in this type of movie.
When I first left, I was a bit disappointed. but I think it's
Yeah, your
because...
faces were very like...
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because obviously wanted to keep it for the pod, but I was just a bit... Because it wasn't what I expected. But I suppose that's good now. But sitting here now makes me like it more. And I want to thank you for it. It's weird.
So I usually have the opposite effect.
Usually
on
for
Adam.
me it's the opposite.
No,
It's
yeah.
me liking a movie and him going, this is why you're wrong.
Adam came in with 2 tridents for Venom and I just fucking broke them in half. Beat him down. I was just sad. Like, I was just sad. It's a very sad movie.
Yeah.
In my eyes, I thought it was sad.
Like, everyone knows, well, you guys know how much I love Pete Davidson. I find him very, very
So
attractive.
do you know, like, how biographical this is? Like his mental health?
Yeah, it's fucked.
That's very, like, is he open about it? I genuinely don't know. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like, and like, there's a quote in there where he says like, "Why do you think I smoke weed all day so I can slow things down?"
Yeah, right.
Like he has admitted that he does drugs because of his Crohn's disease as well, but it's also because like he's very mentally fucked up.
Yeah, right.
And who knows what happened between him and Ariana Grande, but I just felt like whatever, if he gets something good in his life, like the movie, he's going to fuck it up anyway.
Yeah. Well, he did a bad stand-up special. She wrote an album. So someone
Please,
got off
I
better.
just want you to try to watch SMD. It's, just
Maybe.
try. Maybe just like a little part of it, because I quote it all the time. It's fucking hilarious.
Just a quick one for you.
Yeah.
So on the topic of Judd Apatow and putting his wife and everything,
She was in it.
Claire is actually his daughter.
That's what I just said.
She literally just
Did
said
she?
that.
I wasn't listening.
You were looking at your...
Yeah.
Thanks.
I was just looking them up, but yeah.
Fiance.
I'm just going to leave that in there. I'm not edit that
So
out.
as I
now
said
I'm fucking
before,
retard.
we'll put it back on repeat. She's from Knocked Up. She's a little kid.
Yep.
And then she's in This Is 40 when she's a little bit older.
Yep, just read that.
Okay.
So I thought his mum would... I can't believe it was Marissa Tomei. The whole time I was just like...
Who is she?
That's got to be Marissa Tomei. And I was just like, I didn't see her in the like advertising or anything.
Yeah.
And I was right. So I thought she would have more of a story as well. It is really just about Scott and Ray.
Yeah.
And less about Ray and her.
Mm.
Because in the trailer, she gets quite a bit of airtime. But she doesn't get that much airtime in the movie.
I
And
thought she did. But...
She gets the bit like to
Once
sort of...
she kicks him out, she's just kind of like...
Oh, yeah.
And then they have their little moment at the end, but that was about it
Yeah.
for them. And it still wasn't resolution. Like,
Yeah.
I was
He
still,
kissed him,
I was-
saying, like, hello.
I was still like, I think she still hates him. Like, he clearly still doesn't live there. They're just watching Game of Thrones together.
Hmm.
And I think she still hates him. Like, she still doesn't want to talk about him. But,
Yeah,
I don't know. You don't get much out of that.
Nah.
Thread.
Yeah, weird one, but it has its time there to show that she's like growing past her ex-husband, deceased husband, what do you want to fucking call it, and starting up with Ray and sort of getting her life back onto track. And then it's after, all the Scott going and finding out his past and that he's homeless and gambles and whatever not, and then that's sort of where her story then ends.
Yeah, she
kicks
just
him
kind
out
of
and then,
disappears. And then they have the little moment at the end, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't move back or anything. And
That we-
it's
Well,
not
he
all-
shouldn't.
That we know of.
But he still lives in his
But it's
mum's
just like,
basement.
yeah, if you're looking for a happy ending, you kind of get it because it's like open-ended.
Yeah.
But it's still just kind of like, well, his life still fucking sucks really badly. But,
Yeah. He
whatever.
may continue to turn around, but this could
Yeah.
be just like a weak thing where
Yeah.
he's just like, I'm going to be really good at it, and then just goes back and is just smoking weed and back to it. Which there's some like, he hangs out with a weird gang.
Yeah.
in this movie,
They
like
were
his
his friends too, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird group of people. They're very, very junky looking.
Yeah, but one of them has like the right moral compass when he's like the thing that
Little
starts
Igor.
this whole movie.
He was cute.
Yeah, this thing that starts the whole movie is he tattoos Ray's kid. He's like fucking around with Ray's kid and tattoos him.
Yeah.
And that's how Ray
he
comes
fucking
into
around?
it. Well, yeah. And that's how he comes into it.
Well, as I said, he did the second worst thing you can do to a kid
Yeah.
in a forest.
I thought that was funny.
And Igor, like this little quiet guy, he's actually the one going, no, you can't do that. Like,
The kid's like
you can't
10.
consent. Yeah, he just busts him out. He's just like, a 10-year-old can't consent. It's just like,
Yeah,
I thought Machine Gun Kelly, I can't remember his real name.
Coulson.
Carlson. I thought he was going to get more airtime, and it was like, what?
Just a quick
1
little,
minute?
Quick little,
Just a scene.
1 minute cameo. of
Yeah.
him
That's
tattooing.
definitely he's just friends with
Oh, yeah,
someone.
they're like best
Yeah.
friends, yeah.
The same with the big guy at the end, who's the one that's got the the stab wound, or he's been shot
Yeah.
and taken back to hospital. That's
Is it Action Bronson or something?
Action Bronson.
Who's
I'm
that?
pretty sure that's the name. Yeah, and
So
he's just
he's a hip hop artist. And
Oh,
he's always
okay.
on
He does,
YouTube.
like, cooking
He's
stuff,
always
doesn't he?
high. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does like cooking things as well.
and he
Yeah, I
looks
did
exactly
recognise
like Maddie Matheson, and I think that's why I think he does cooking.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know who
and
Maddie
it might,
Matheson is.
It just might be that, but you might have known Tyler, the creator, did something with him where they were just like watching ancient UFO videos while they were high as fuck. And Tyler's just in there in the corner, just like, oh.
No.
So it's sort of the Adam Sandler model, but on a smaller scale. Like,
Yeah.
just get your mates,
Yeah.
fucking chuck them in, whatever. They don't
Cheaper.
have to act. Yeah, they don't have to act. They just have to say their lines.
Yeah.
Like, and then we'll go and put them in prison.
Exactly. He had pretty funny lines though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and he brings it all together, really. Action Bronson, because just a random junkie who got stabbed
Yeah.
brings the family sort of back together. We don't know.
There was
Did
a
something.
section where he actually reminded me of Adam Sandler a bit with like the whole Big Daddy aspect with him like looking
Yeah.
after the kids and stuff. And I think that's why I like Pete as well, because he's kind of like Adam Sandler as well
Yeah,
to me.
he's
But-
definitely this generation's sort of Sandler.
yeah.
Sort of.
Like he can wear baggy
Yeah,
clothes
yeah.
and still look hot to me.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
gotta start telling some better jokes.
But that's a plot thread that sort of picks up a bit of steam and then goes nowhere because he's looking after Ray's kids, but then once Ray and the mum break up, that doesn't happen anymore. So like,
yeah.
so you get a flash of, even though Scott thinks he's dumb, can't do anything right, he's actually quite a good father figure, not their actual father.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to try and fuck the mum.
I
He
was waiting
just-
for it.
Yeah,
No,
I was
yes.
waiting for all of the sex jokes because it starts with him uncorking a cork, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's a metaphor for a pussy. But it's not. He's just there to get dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really awkward.
Get the scoop, smoke some weed and drink some wine, and I'm like, but are you gonna fuck?
Yeah.
Are we gonna fuck?
And she's horrible.
Nope.
Like, she's such a good character. They made her, like, the most horrible, like, what's the word? Like, not jilted, but, like, fuck, what's it? Like, sour, bitter,
Yeah.
sort of, you know, like, towards him. She's like, he's
It
a
was the
fucking
standard,
cunt, dude.
the standard mum who has
Yeah.
to have the custody of the kids, but
Yeah.
doesn't really want to have full custody.
Yeah. And
Just
like, as a
can't cut
character,
a break.
she's just really funny, I thought.
Yeah.
I
She was
can't
good.
remember her name, but she's in Californication and she's absolutely fucking hilarious in that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the whole thing of when she first meets Scott to pick up the kids and walk them to school, and she's like, "You a weirdo?" And he's just like, "Yes, I am."
But not
He's
in
like-
that, not in the diddly way.
Yeah, and she's just like, "A weirdo wouldn't say that,"
Now the
and
kids
just
are
gives the
cute.
kids over. I'm just like, "Okay, I guess that's how that works."
There's a line towards the end when he's having that moment with his mum that feels really fucking autobiographical because like he's been through all this shit so publicly with Adriana Grande. You young people music. What's her name? Adriana. And
Ariana.
we know someone called Adriana, so it's just so stuck in my head.
Ariana. Grande.
Ariana Grande. It's all very public, and everyone was just kind of like, "Oh, Pete's this monster. Is this horrible? Did a bad thing? Like, didn't do a bad thing, but he's just like a shit kicker, you know."
Yeah.
And the line in the movie is just like, "Yeah, like it's really hard, and it's always going to be hard." And he almost looks at the camera and says, like, looking at TMZ directly, like, "I have issues. Please leave me alone. I'm trying."
That's
like,
why he's not on social media
Yeah.
as well. Like,
and
those comments, man.
Yeah,
fuck.
that line really hit me because I was just like, "Fuck, he is so self-aware."
Is that when they
like-
were sitting in the
Watching
mum's
Game of
house?
Thrones, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I thought, like, you could see he was getting a bit teary-eyed there.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that was very fucking real or
Yeah.
improvised or something like that
Nah,
because...
that you could tell that was all him.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so blatant looking down at
Yeah.
the media, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
it's-
I'm reading too much into it.
No,
Maybe-
no, I agree.
No, I
maybe he does media for this movie and it's just like, I just wrote a movie. Like,
He-
you know.
He literally hasn't had any social media since Ariana Grande. And he...
Adriana Latte.
And he literally got back on it to promote the movie. And he goes, I'm only doing it because I
Yeah.
have to. And then now that it's out there on demand in America,
Fucking gone again.
he's gone again. Yeah.
Dude,
And
that's
now-
the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so many people were like,
Not for
"Pete,
us, we
you're
have a
back."
podcast. We need to promote.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media, hey!
We're not going to stop. You just got to keep doing it. Like,
TMZ, you watching?
just hit subscribe. Yeah, come follow us. Come
Yeah,
shoot
follow
us.
me
I
to
don't
my
care.
house.
Click that bell.
Do something. Whatever.
I'll punch a kid, I don't care.
Um,
Catch me on TMZ.
You told me to be, like, behave myself. You said cunt and everything.
Hey, I said no slurs.
okay. So, but at the end of this movie, where do you all find Pete Davidson in the acting world now? Do you think this is sort of like a stepping stone for him to branch out?
No, he's too much of himself. He can't act. He's not acting in this movie.
Yeah.
He is just too much of himself. If you put him in a movie, it has to be himself or an exploration of his stoner qualities or whatever. So he could go in like really self-aware, making fun of himself, I think. Like he could be...
So he could be someone...
Johnny Crack Dealer or whatever.
He could be someone that would work well in a Seth Rogen,
in that,
Jonah Hill,
but that's the same
Craig Robinson film.
Like he couldn't do an Uncut Gems. No.
No.
Yeah,
He
can't.
could be
He's
the
not
crackhead
acting.
in Uncut Gems.
Exactly. He's not acting. Nothing like that's not a diss.
Yeah.
No.
Like he's very good at what he does, but he wouldn't be it. You're not going to see a surprise Oscar performance from him. No.
Yeah.
And I don't think it doesn't feel like that's what he's trying to do. It doesn't feel like this is a movie to be like, hey, I'm a movie guy now. It just feels like
wanted to put something out there about
someone came to
himself
him and said, hey, let's do your story because it's
Yeah.
pretty interesting, and it is fucking interesting.
Because he was also in The Dirt that you didn't like. He
Yes.
was, yeah.
With Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It
Yeah.
was too.
Love
Yeah.
Motley
Money
Crue, love the book The Dirt, love Jackass and all of its things. Why was The Dirt so bad? Why did that happen?
See, we liked it because, obviously, we don't know anything about Motley Crue. Sorry.
I fucking
Sorry about
live
it.
for Motley Crue.
Sorry about it. Yeah.
I hate normal metal music.
Too Fast for Love, baby. Look it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he's not going to get a career boost because he's already
Yeah.
doing very, very well for himself.
And still having SNL as well.
I hope, fuck. After watching this, I hope he's okay. Like, Jesus, if this is as real as he gets, like,
Yeah.
I hope someone's like looking after him because he does seem to be in a shit place.
Yeah.
Judging by this movie.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it could just be again snapshot in time.
Like, at the...
Maybe he's better now, and he was just like, "This is why I can tell this story now because I am past it. I'm not sad about my dead dad anymore."
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
I think he's...
It doesn't feel like that. It definitely feels like
Yeah, I feel like he's
fuck.
more
I'm sad.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
he's more accepted of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you can release this to the world, you have to be
Yeah.
at a certain level of okayness with it.
'Cause
I wonder if you watched it back. You reckon you could watch this back if you did this about your life, and you made a movie this real about it? I wouldn't be able to watch it.
Yeah, would you want to watch it?
No,
Yeah.
God no. I'd be so sad.
Yeah. You know, give it to someone else to like proof watch.
I
or
barely
something
watch
and
these
be like,
podcasts
just-
back. No, I watched it. I'm my biggest fan.
Guilty as charged. As we are. Yeah, I don't know. There's not
Yeah, it's
really
good. It's a very, very good movie.
Yeah.
Final verdict. It is a good movie.
I went in like I didn't expect anything. I was just like, I don't know anything about him. Don't know anything about Judd Apatow. I love Bill Burr. That's
Yes.
as far as I get.
Yeah.
Like I want to see Bill Burr do something. I was very surprised at him taking such a dramatic turn. Like
Yeah.
he could do
And
a
it
fucking
wasn't-
Uncut Gems.
And
Put
it was
Bill Burr in
definitely a
movies, man.
decent role for him too. It wasn't just like a one-off couple scenes of him being a dad. No,
No.
it was full on
He's
him.
like he is.
A big
What
part of the movie
character,
as
yeah.
well.
I really enjoyed watching him, and it makes me want to watch his stand-up and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yes.
that.
You should.
'Cause
Bill
I-
Burr, I am obsessed with Bill Burr's. He's got a special in black and white. I think it's called You People Are All the Same. And that's like my comfort thing to go to. Whenever I'm just like in a shit mood or something, I put it on. I know it word for word, but it still makes me fucking laugh. Just
Yeah.
because it's Bill Burr.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, please watch Bill Burr stand up. He's
Yeah.
so good.
They're
Yeah.
all on Netflix.
I love that, yeah. Steve Buscemi's in it, not much, but he is...
I was just going to
yeah.
say that. We
He's-
should forgot to mention.
He's very famously a firefighter. He helped on the cleanup of 9/11 and stuff. He's just had a very, very good career as a firefighter. Doesn't talk about it. Does it? He just goes and does it when he's not acting.
So,
And yeah, so it's very cool of him to be in this. And I
Yeah.
love Steve Buscemi as well.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
just... Oh.
Yeah, he's just... And in this as well, he's just Captain Nice Guy. Just like the
Yeah,
good
of
dude.
the whole firehouse. He's just the guy there. That, you know,
Which is probably what he is in real life.
he's the
Yeah.
grandpa of the house. And,
Senior.
and the senior, whatever. And then another one that you've got the little cameo appearances from Jimmy Tatro, the YouTuber. So he's the other one in the firehouse. He's the younger guy with the mustache as well.
Mustache.
He looks familiar, but
He
I
was-
didn't know where...
He's
I was
in
wondering why he
22
got so
Jump
many
Street.
lines.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
he's in Jump Street, so he's the one that has
Yes.
the tattoo on his arm.
Yes. Yeah,
And
okay.
he's the jock. He's the footballer as well
Yeah.
against him. So yeah,
Okay.
just another quick little. Here's a hey, have a couple minutes of screen time in a movie and get yourself going.
I need to be friends with someone famous, man. Just put me in something.
Yeah.
Just something. It'll be fun.
Lee.
Yeah, Lee. You're my best friend.
You can cut me up.
Do whatever you want.
See, question. Did you know that Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so his dad died in 9/11, yep. So that's why they didn't mention it in the movie, because it's probably like...
Too real.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
So
he was saving someone else.
Yeah, so I thought because you mentioned Steve as well, I was like, oh, I'll just add that in just in case you didn't know.
Well, yeah, that must be another part of it. Like,
Yeah.
why Steve Buscemi's in it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just fucking love Steve Buscemi. I just wanted to point him out.
Yeah, he's a great guy. But yeah, final verdict is the movie is a great movie, good movie.
Very, very good movie.
Don't go into it expecting a comedy movie.
Yeah, like I did. Guilty.
Nothing
might
like
get
the
a full
trailers,
comedy.
which is a good thing for cynics like me as well, because I saw the trailer and I was like, all right, it's a Judd Apatow movie. It's this guy.
Yeah.
I'll see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really like it.
Very, very good
Good
movie.
movie. And we're back at the movies.
Back at the
New
cinemas
movies.
for who knows how long, because second wave is coming.
I think we should see that horrible Saw escape room rip-off movie.
I want to see that. Follow
What's
Me.
it? Follow Me, yeah.
I wanna see that
I
as
think
well.
we should see that.
I,
Yep.
Because that looks fucking
Nope.
terrible.
I had that playing downstairs, the trailer the other night,
Oh,
but you
okay.
walked away and started doing something else, because I said it was like escape room and you're going, yeah right.
But it's the director of Escape Room. I didn't hate that Escape Room movie.
I never saw it, so
Oh, by the way, go see
the
The King of Staten Island. We're going to talk about other things now.
Yeah. We're not
It's
going
not
to
that
pay
much to
for
talk
it,
about.
so we don't need to say
It's
too
good.
much.
Go see it.
Just gonna say it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I quite like that Escape Room movie. Like, obviously it's terrible until the bit where it's like, we're setting up a franchise and everyone's doing it. I
Yeah.
quite liked it up until then.
Mm.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
going to
like this new movie. The trailer, I was just like, holy fuck.
I'll have
They're
to watch
doing
that
like
as
the
well
YouTube
to see
thing.
it, and then that could be an episode as well that
It
we
looks
can
like
do,
a stinker.
because there's more things coming out. What was
More
I think
things,
that was
man.
well, I was going to suggest there was the Candyman trailer as well. Are we keen for that? Cause
I have a
mean,
lot of
Jordan?
reverence for Jordan Peele.
Like, I love Jordan,
Yeah.
but he's not the director of it.
No.
He's the producer.
And that's always a problem. Like, with Extraction, the Russo brothers are doing all the promotion. They're all over the poster. They didn't direct it. You can tell they didn't direct it because it's not very good.
Yep.
Candyman, I don't know. I think Jordan Peele cares enough to put more of a creative finger in the pie. I'm going to stop using that analogy. It's disgusting. I keep saying it, and I wish I would stop saying it. But I feel like Jordan Peele would care a bit more. But it does look pretty shit.
I'm not keen.
I don't really
When it-
know, because I never focus on any of the old, like the original
I don't
Candyman
know
stuff and
anything
anything
about
like that.
Candyman.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a remake.
Yeah, but when they, like, there's the scene in the trailer where he's getting dragged by the invisible thing, and it just looks so fucking stupid. This is like, I don't care about this.
Yeah.
And then they give it away in the trailer that the guy is Candyman.
To whatever extent,
Thank
it
you,
does
trailer.
feel like it's going
Thanks,
to be
trailers. This
the.
is why I don't watch trailers. Thank you.
It feels like it's going to be more of like the artsy horror than just like a flat out horror like
Slasher, yeah.
the original one probably would have been. Had we seen it, but we don't watch original movies because we're scrubs. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see when it comes out what else is around, because we keep complaining that we need the cinemas back to do more episodes, and now things are coming back and we just don't want to do
We're
it.
like, nah.
No, I can tell you
Let's
that
do another
shit.
franchise from 12 years ago.
Come on! Nah.
Nah, but yeah, I definitely want to see Unhinged, and it's all just built into Tenet.
Yeah.
It's all just built into Tenet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really sad that I saw that trailer, but seeing that trailer, I was like,
You should have just went like...
that looks so
da-da-da-da.
fucking good. I was going to go to the toilet or something, but I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm already here.
Yeah.
Looks
I
good.
should have said as well that this is the preview episode for season 2 for us as well.
Oh, yeah,
See, this is hard because we're recording this before we record our part 2 of the Saw franchise.
how's the future, everyone?
To put this on the back burner for next weekend,
I'm
which
in
is going to
Canberra
be
right now, but I'm in Adam's
the weekend
room.
that you'd be listening to this. So it's whack. So technically, this is episode 1 of season 2.
Statistically,
Cinemas.
there's a better chance than zero that one or all of us are dead by the time you're seeing
No,
this.
don't...
This may never see the light of day. This could be the
Jesus
last
Christ.
video thing of us.
Glad the
around and
coronavirus
shit.
is cleared up. Glad I'm just going to guess things, and if I'm right, I'm a fucking genius. Glad Donald Trump died.
Yeah.
Good
Glad
thing
it's-
Victoria put up that wall.
Yeah, I'm glad Victoria's gone.
Did you hear about the Abbey and Park Macca's getting a case?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, right there.
I don't care. I work in a very dodgy area of the world. I've probably gotten it fucking 4 times by now. I'm just
100%.
immune.
Every pizza you send out has got a little bit of you on there. More ways than one. Okay, yeah.
God.
This is episode 1 of season 2. So, yeah. we'll finish it there. That is King of Staten Island. Is
Oh,
very,
my
very good movie.
questions!
I'm finished. I know that. See, this is what happens when you
Fucking
bring...
hell, you get a guest on the podcast.
First time we
sorry.
get a guest and she thinks it's the end of the fucking world.
Interrupts
fuck off, mate.
everything.
This is the end of the review section of the movie. Now we're going to move along to our question side of it, where we didn't get any questions because, I don't know, I guess you guys are out of them and people don't love us anymore. But Brooke got some questions.
Or the fact that you're not going to hear the answers for 2
Yeah.
more weeks.
And also, we don't have Sheppo's fuck request of the week because I didn't put this out early enough to tell him that we were doing something.
Hey Adam, how good was episode 2 of the Saw special? Boy, we had a lot of fun recording that.
Man,
because this
like,
is chronological and it's definitely not recorded before that.
I really enjoyed it. We're getting a lot of good reception
That
from the
joke you
first
made,
one.
yeah, that joke you made was really funny.
About the last one.
In the movie?
Yeah.
You're going to love that joke.
Oh, fuck, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So yeah. Brooke, you've got questions. What questions do we have to go?
This bit started nowhere and I kept dragging it further down. It didn't get funnier. It didn't start funny, but I'm still running with this bit. We're in the future. And I'm standing by my joke.
Yes, future. Okay.
Thank you.
What do we got?
I want to thank Jess Hartgrove. Illies, love you. She sent through 2 questions.
That's her second shout out this episode. Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, you did, but you actually did mention it.
She is a sweater and a half of this podcast.
We love her.
Thank God. Someone has to
We
be.
need it.
She's been around
Share it a bit more,
She's
though.
been around for a while.
You
let's
need
just
to
say that.
share it a bit more, though. It's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, no, only one share. Come on. What the fuck?
She knows me too well, so she did send a question kind of for me, but I want you guys to also contribute.
She comes on the podcast and just makes it her own. Fucking hell.
Welcome back to my channel. She did a Fuck, Marry and Kill SNL edition. She said Pete Davidson, Jimmy Fallon, and Jason Sudeikis. I don't know.
You're an
It's up
SNL
to
guy.
you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love all of them. So I'll go first. You guys can think about it because so I would. Okay, after seeing this movie, makes you not want to fuck Pete because he was so awkward in it. But I still want to, only because Ariana Grande mentioned that he had a massive dick. So I would fuck Pete. I would marry Jimmy Fallon because I've just loved him
So easy for you.
since ever. And like, I love Jason, but yeah, fucking kill him. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to contribute? Or that's just for me.
I would just kill Jimmy Fallon because he's one of the worst human beings on the planet. So, Jason Sudeikis, I guess I marry him. He looks like kind of like a funny dad. Kind of...
Yeah.
He's a hot voice.
Yeah, just kind of like... Yeah, he'd be like the funny cool dad. He'd be like, I caught you smoking cigarettes, but I won't tell you, Mum.
Yeah.
And then, I guess I'd have to fuck Pete Davidson.
I think I'd follow in your formula
Yeah,
as well.
I guess.
I'd jump in the same boat too. Again, Jason, yeah, he'd just be that guy that would just be like, you call that weed? This is weed.
Yeah.
And show you that cool shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a toss-up
cool
between marrying Pete. But I think the movie is a bit too close to home, and I would just fight with him the whole time because I like easy relationships.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam. So I couldn't be with him if that's what the movie's like. She also did another question just in case that was a bit too aimed at me. She just said best date.
Which it was.
Thanks, Jess.
Yep.
She said best date best date night film recommendations. Do you have any to get someone in the mood?
Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds.
The bus that couldn't slow down.
Definitely watch Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds. It's in the title. Yeah.
Is it a real movie?
It is a real movie.
weird.
There's Feast 2, but is it called Sloppy Seconds?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty terrific.
Okay, I didn't actually
It's like
know that.
Piranha 3
We
Double
have
D
them.
and
It's
the
down
post-
the-
No, I'm not watching them.
No, you don't want to. But you should watch them for date night, though. That's a good movie.
I think you want something that's funny with some heart, but not too sad. So something like 10 Things I Hate About You, because it is pretty sad, but it's still quite lovely. Go back to our top 10 movies. When did I mention that? No, I had to wait to mention that.
That was the movies you didn't expect us
Didn't
to like.
expect, yeah.
Yeah.
10 Things I Hate About You. Or like a bad horror movie, I guess. Like a fun bad horror movie.
Yeah.
Or like a fun good horror movie, like It Follows or something, because it's not too scary, but like...
Like when I showed you Blair Witch. You love that.
I fell asleep.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, I think it has to be funny in some way.
Yeah.
I think you can't like scare the shit out of your date. You
I
can't be
think-
like, here's this Lars von Trier 3-hour like real life porno. Like, you can't do it like that.
I like showing people Blair Witch Project because I know half the film it's just that suspense. And so sometimes, like, this isn't a date, but I remember showing the girls back in high school when they, no one's seen this movie, so it was just kind of them things I showed. And there was a scene where I knew that nothing was going to happen, but everyone was getting closer and closer, waiting for that jump scare. So I knew nothing was going to happen. I remember getting up and going, boo! And I just scared everyone.
You're that
so
person.
I'm that person.
Apologies for the headphone users.
There's going to be one every episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
See
I
that
can
there?
see that.
See that thick blue square?
Should I do it again? No? Okay. But yeah, so...
We'll do another take.
I suggest Blair Witch Project. Just
Delete the whole
because-
45 minutes. We'll do it again because of that one loud noise.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I think... I don't
Trashy horror films like Blair Witch
Killer
Project.
Sofa.
Again,
Is a
I
new
mentioned this last week. I don't go on a lot of dates. You won't be surprised to hear. So, I don't know. Yeah. I think I would show them just... I would just show them Upgrade. Although The Invisible Man...
Still there?
The Invisible Man
that
would
would be
not
cool.
be a bad date movie.
No, that would definitely be a very good
it's
date
scary.
movie.
It's like, you know, powerful, badass, fucking awesome woman
Yeah,
lead
it's
role.
not stupid.
It's
Actually,
not stupid.
It's not a stupid movie.
That reminds me of Gone Girl. I think Gone Girl. If
Oh,
someone
yes,
hasn't,
good shout.
if someone hasn't
That's a very
seen
good
that,
shout.
because
Yeah.
I showed him, and I remember he was laying on my belly like this way, and I was
Yeah.
sitting up. And spoilers, well, maybe not. If you haven't seen Gone Girl, fucking watch it. And plus, Ben Affleck, yum. When halfway through the film, obviously you know the one I'm talking about, he just got up and went like, what the fuck? And I was like,
Yeah,
and then he just
fuck, man.
sat back down and was like totally invested. So I liked showing someone that.
I started seeing a girl a couple of years ago, and when Hereditary was coming out. So I thought it was just a horror movie. I was just like, yeah, we'll just go see this horror movie. It'll be really fun. It was our first, like, I guess, quote-unquote date. We were never like, you know, we'd hung out before, but we were like, hey, let's go do this thing. I want to show you this horror movie. I know nothing about it. And holy fuck, that movie ruined my life with how devastatingly scary it was. And I didn't say anything to her on the way out. I didn't say anything to her on the drive home. I got out of the car. She walked to her car. I walked to my bed and just lay awake, wide-eyed for like 3 days because that movie fucking ruined me.
That
And I
literally
was
made me
like,
feel sick.
not a good date movie.
No.
So if you want an example of what not to show someone, Hereditary is the answer.
Take that off the list for sure.
I remember my first date.
God, I love Hereditary so much. Sorry.
Nah.
Fuck, I
I
love
watched it
Hereditary.
once. I'm happy I watched it,
No.
but it literally just makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Makes you feel physically
I felt so
ill.
anxious,
Yeah.
but in the worst way possible, where I didn't know what to do. I couldn't sit properly, and I'm just going like, I feel like a junkie coming off the meds.
It makes
I
me
do.
hungry.
so much.
No, it doesn't make you hungry. But it's not scary though. It just fucks with you. That's what's so scary about it. The next day,
chocolate cake.
I was driving to work and I'm just kind of like, I watched that last night. It's still in my head. And then I remember like writing an Insta story thing about it. I'm like, I can't go to work. Like I'm just like walking to work going, I watched that movie last night and I don't know how to feel about it.
Like, I had no
it
colour
fucked
in
with
my
me.
face for a few days. Like I was just grey
Yeah.
after seeing it.
No,
So yeah,
but-
don't show that to me.
no. But I remember
Potential partners.
my first date ever. We went to see The Grudge, the original one. And I remember
Is that Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yeah.
Was she that one?
the one from...
The American one?
Yeah, the Vampire Slayer
Yeah.
chick. Yeah. And
Strange movie.
like I love horror films, but obviously my date was like, are you sure you want to go see it? And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. I can't remember, probably like 14 or 15, I can't even remember. And we went and seen it, and obviously I jump scared, and he was like, do you want to leave? Do you want to leave? I was like, no. So I'm always for horror films for date night. Shout out to Richie Kirkbride.
Whereas
My first date.
Whereas Hereditary, it's like that scene when Marge is like, Homer's like, she's not tense, and it cuts and she's sitting in front of the one. I was like that. I didn't blink once. I didn't blink on the drive.
You should insert that.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, find that image.
Yeah, I'll find it.
But I mean, you know, don't turn to me for date movies. I'm third wheeling on my own podcast, so I'm not the one.
I
to
feel
turn
like
to
I'm
relationships.
third wheeling, like the chemistry
Actually, that's
between
more
you
true.
guys.
It's basically in the podcast, he's my fiance.
Yeah.
I no, seriously, like, you know, I can fucking talk for hours, and I'm
You're
just
in
kind of like going, I was like, fuck, I'm so
You're in
fucking
between two
stupid.
professionals. We're in
Yeah.
one season of this
You
shit.
do this for a fucking living, bro.
Yeah, and I just talk
This is
shit
our,
for
this
a
is our
living.
livelihood. We get
We've done a
paid
whole
for it. We
season
do
of
it from
this.
the love of our heart.
We've been through fucking pandemics and not seeing each other for 3
We created a
months.
podcast through a pandemic and we made it through.
We're a
So
long
all this
distance-
means is just longevity and prosperity.
LDP, bro. We're a long distance podcast.
Hey.
I love the I don't know, the bond and the friendship that you guys have. It makes me so happy, and it's just, yeah. I love it. I love you.
It's what makes the show
I fucking love you guys. You know that?
If we fucking hated each other, like, it would be a different show. It'd probably still be good.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing we are quite fond of each other. And
Yes.
no, we're on the same page.
Yeah. It's
Like, not about movies, but in terms of life and this podcast and not saying anything racist or whatever.
Yeah. No, we're
That
fine.
helps.
We're fine. Just want to make a quick note as well. We did watch Gerald's game.
Oh, did you?
Finally as well,
fuck
yes.
Oh, yeah.
How much time do we have? Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's talk about Gerald's game. Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, fuck it. Why
Yeah.
not? Why not? Gerald's game. Yeah, it was decent.
It's good, hey.
It was
really
decent.
fucking
It was
good.
different to what I was
The last
expecting.
8 minutes, just like Stephen King comes in and fucks it. When they show that the
Yes,
Moon
Stephen
Man
King
is
does,
like
yeah.
real and he's like
He-
in court, I was just
oh.
like, why did you do that? Like,
Yeah.
just leave him as a...
As
Was
a-
she just going crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Ugly
couldn't
motherfucker.
Like,
watch...
everything before that, like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good.
I just couldn't watch when she got the glass.
When she was
I was like
herself
just
up,
doing
yeah.
this, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Tell me when it's over." But and he's like, "Don't look! Oh my god, there's
Yeah.
skin, there's blood." I'm like, "Just tell me what's happening." And he was like, "Oh my god, don't look, babe, don't look." And I'm just like, "Ugh," because I love my horror films, but I can't do gore. It's not that I'm scared. I don't know. I just can't go like, "Yeah, fucking blood and shit, fuck yeah."
Like I was doing when I was describing it.
We
Yeah.
had the question last week, why do you think people like gore? And I think it's a memorable moment. Because that movie, it's not gory. It's like tense and anxious. But then all of a sudden you have this horrible graphic degloving scene. And like, when you turn the movie off, you're like, oh, Gerald's game. And it like flashes up in your brain this horrible
think,
image of her
yeah.
hand like
Yeah.
breaking and...
Yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah, but
Brilliant.
it's like, yeah. Just
Yeah.
like,
It's
as far as watching a movie and putting yourself in that we talked about it with Saw, putting yourself in that situation makes it so much scarier. Like,
I think that's why I can't.
like
yeah.
the minute he drops and you know she is stuck there, I got so fucking anxious. Like, even just watching, I was just like I knew that's the premise of the movie, and I was still just kind of like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was just like, what is she gonna do?
It goes so far because it's completely different to what you get in the trailer. The trailer doesn't. It's actually a good trailer where it shows
It's
you
a
fuck
very
all.
good trailer.
It doesn't give you anything other than he has a heart attack and she's tied to the bed, can't get out.
Yeah.
And then it has glimpses of like other things that happen, but small scenes.
And I love and the reveal of how much the dog has actually eaten of him. Like, you think it's just little chunks out of his... And then another gore moment, you see his entire fucking face is gone. It's just like... Ugh.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's a good movie.
No.
But
On
yeah,
Netflix.
it was
Yeah.
a decent movie. Definitely
On
one of the
Netflix,
better Stephen
yeah.
King ones.
Definitely.
Can I just ask? I know it's a Netflix film, but is there still kind of like some kind of like box office kind of thing to look at there? Because like,
For
No,
Jones game.
I think you would
do you
do
know what I mean?
streaming numbers. It didn't get a cinematic
Yeah.
release. It went straight to Netflix.
yeah, because
So I think
like
it would
I
just
could
be
only
streaming
imagine
numbers.
it didn't cost that much because it's
No,
literally
God.
in one fucking room.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that side of Netflix works.
Yeah, like
obviously-
how do they
obviously,
know if
yeah.
it's popular? Like,
Obviously
is it
they
just
care about...
streams?
Yeah, it sort of just goes off the streaming ratings and that. So it's more of a rating system and that sort of...
Because that movie's been out
Bases
for a
off
couple of
how-
years.
So like on Rotten Tomatoes you have critics and audience. I
Mm.
guess Netflix is just audience, I suppose. But Rotten Tomatoes still do critics. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, like on Rotten Tomatoes, it's holding a rating of 91%.
Oh, that's good.
It's pretty
Because
fucking
it's a good movie.
And other ones...
Well, we watched it because of you.
The other ones are in
Very
between
good.
like the 7.5 out of 10s and 77 out of 100.
Yeah, which
So
is good.
It's still up there for really good for a Stephen King horror movie,
Yeah.
which a lot of the remakes are hit and miss.
Yeah.
Pet Sematary, I'm looking at you.
I need to watch. I'm so curious about how bad it is.
If you want to take it
Well,
home, you
you
can.
can borrow it if you can keep
And
it if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
if
that's
you want to
okay.
keep it,
You
that's
sure?
your little collection.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, Gerald's
Gerald's
Game
Game's very good.
is a very good game. And that's what we'll talk about on that one.
Yeah.
Probably
And I
never
think
going to have
we'll,
sex again after watching it. I was just like, you know what? Put a sheet over me with a hole where the bit happens. That's how vanilla I'm getting forever. Like, if I have handcuffs in the same room, I will have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Just going back to questions, my boss sent me a funny one because I have a fetish for... Fetish? I don't know.
you know.
Finish your words and we'll tell you if that's the
Yeah.
right word. Jesus, you
Well,
just
no,
left
that's
yourself
better.
hanging. You just left yourself on a cliff just going, oh.
Her question was, so did Pete Davidson's neck look good in this? Because I have a thing for necks.
I noticed his neck.
There
There
you
was
go.
a
There you
scene
go,
and I was
Mookie.
just like, what the fuck is going on with his neck?
Yeah, I have a thing
He looks like
for...
Bane. He's got these two tubes that go... It's just like... Is there like venom going through
So
them?
is that
and
a
then
fetish?
his jaw goes...
Yeah,
oh. He's like the Crimson Chin.
No!
Well, it
Oh,
depends. It's a fetish if it sort of gets you off.
yes!
Okay.
I love a
Okay,
good
so
neck.
yes, that is a fetish, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
fucking...
I like hands and I like necks.
You like venom tube necks.
I like crafter's neck.
Can that be the title of this episode? No one knows what movie it is. We just write venom tube neck. Everyone's just like, what? Yeah, season 2 is really different.
Well, yeah. So,
Oh,
okay,
man.
well, Michaela contributed to that. So,
Okay.
shout out to Best and Lesson Hour.
Thanks. Oh, good. You just doxed yourself.
Thanks for that. Okay. We're going to end it here. That was a King of Staten Island review with a whole bunch of other bullshit at the end there because it's what we do. As we always tell you guys to do, please like, share, subscribe, comment.
Am I going this way?
I'm going to get into my flying car and fly away now because they've been invented because we're in...
Fuck off. We're not in the future. We're a week ahead. So you're going to hear this after our part 2 of Saw. Let us know what you think of that whole franchise. We've had very good reception on the first one.
Yeah, alright.
So
I already forgot we were doing that.
yeah, exactly. That's
I
going
made
to
a
be
joke
tomorrow.
like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. We're recording it
See you tomorrow,
tomorrow.
but last Sunday,
And
everyone.
then next weekend. So, okay. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. My name is Adam.
My name's Jack.
This has been Brooke.
I was going to say, you're going to be like, thank you or something shit?
Do you want to say thank you?
No, I just want to say, like, thanks for being
Oh yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
Stop
being a part of
it.
this.
Oh,
Great help.
God. Thank
Well
you.
It's just going to be me and Adam again from now
Yeah,
on.
no, I'm sorry. I just...
Yeah, nothing against Brooke, but...
We might look for
No,
other
no,
guests
no,
in the
no,
future.
no. I just wanted to come on here because I just love Pete so much, so I just wanted to have my 2 cents. So,
Okay.
so Pete, if you're listening, please
No, it's
marry
good that
me.
you came on because
I'll-
I know nothing
like,
about him.
It's alright. Adam who?
That's
Brooke
right.
Davidson.
I'll take this and I'll give it to Lee. Lee, I'm also single again, so...
Just give it Jack.
Will you marry us?
I'm still
Me
waiting
and
for
Jack?
my weird Twitch girlfriend from overseas.
She's there.
She's definitely a fat old
She's the
man.
1% that's listening in Myanmar.
Wait, what? Is this Goss?
No, we have a running joke that, YouTubers and streamers and stuff always get like a
Oh,
weird
yes.
girlfriend out of their chat. They've
Yeah.
never met. They're just like, they're always on some other side of the country and it's probably always just another
A dude.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So the running joke is this podcast is going to get me a long distance dude Twitch girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
So if you're listening, hey.
We'll see you real soon in the future, guys. You like that
But
podcast?
we'll also see you tomorrow and last week and we're in the future.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.